So if you didn't know already, every year I like to rank the games that I have played each year. And I figured since we're getting to the end of 2023, I think it's time to do this video. And for all you newcomers who have just bought a PS5, you need to know my top 15 PS5 games you need to play in 2023. And FYI, some of these games didn't come out this year. In case you get a little bit confused, these are just the games that I've played this year. Guys, I just want to say, before we start the video, I don't want you mentioning anything in the comments about buying the collector's edition to Assassin's Creed Mirage or pre-ordering the Spider-Man 2 collector's edition, which was like double the price. So I just want you to do me a favor and just keep it cool in the comments. Don't mention it, nothing like that. We're all good.
Anton, did you say something?
No, I'm just talking to myself. You know me. Number 15, we have High on Life. Now the humor on this game is like Rick and Morty, so you might like it, you might not. It depends on what kind of personality you have. Now you are a bum who stays at home just playing video games all day, but then aliens come and invade and want to wipe out the human race. And this first person action game is so smooth. The gunplay is incredible, where your gun is this alien thing who talks, as well as this amazing knife who just wants to stab everything.
Seriously, let me stab him.
What the fuck? You have to do everything the fucking UI tells you to do.
You piece of shit.
Oh shit, sorry. It's fine.
You get to travel to different environments, and there is no doubt about this game. It is a beautiful game. The colors are rich, and it is a fun first-person shooter. You get a lot of different weapons, and you get to spend time with these friends of yours, because you will build a relationship with these guns because they have a whole personality. And this is just an entertaining game. It's just a fun game. You can watch actual movies that are put in the game, which is so cool. The boss fights are a lot of fun, especially the first one that we did on stream. Enemies may seem a little bit repetitive, but this 8 to 10 hour story, this is a game you can literally play for 15-20 minutes. Number 14, do you love zombie apocalyptic games like me? I can't get enough of them. Dead Island 2. You can pick between 6 different characters, with each with unique attributes. The story is nothing serious, where you're immune to the virus and you're trying to get out of LA. Along the way, you'll have stupid missions like helping influencers get a great video for their damn social media following. But the weapons and the action is so good. Different weapons that you can upgrade and add unique perks to that are so powerful. And during the game, you unlock the special ability Fury Mode. This is where you can get yourself out of a bit of trouble. There's a lot of exploration, killing enemies, and fun missions. You can play co-op mode, you can just play on your own, which I did, and I prefer to because I'm a bit of a loner, and yeah, well, you know how it is. You wouldn't see me helping out any social media influencers if this happened in today's world. Do you remember that influencer on the plane recently? Did you see that video? What a spoiled little brat. Who does she think she is?
Film me. I'm Instagram famous, you bum.
You whining ass bitch. Pacify sucking. Shut the up and eat that shit.
In number 13, some of you may find this a bit surprising with an online game, Final Fantasy XIV Online. What a game this is. A never-ending game, which I've only scratched the surface of. This is one where you could literally just play for hours and hours. The world of Final Fantasy XIV is so big. I created my own character, and I decided to be more of a long-range archer. It's been 5 years since the Calamity ending, the 6th Astral Age by Bahamut. I said it the other day. Bahamut. And the world is in the 7th Astral Era. You start getting visions of a giant crystal in the game, and the Scions explain that they have been blessed with the Echo, which is a power given to those chosen by the Hydaelyn, a sentiment crystal that oversees life and the elements of the world. You start off with smaller missions, find out about the world of Final Fantasy XIV, and as you start doing jobs and start to get known, you're known as a warrior of light. As I started playing and doing more jobs, the game is addictive. The combat is fun, and once you start upgrading weapons and your armory, there's hours and hours of fun. Now I have taken a massive break from this only because, you know, trying to be a YouTuber part-time, you know how it is, trying to get to that full-time. Got to play a lot of other games. Next year there will be a massive update to the game with new graphics and also a new expansion with Dawn Trail. And even if you do not know the story, you can just jump into that. In number 12, we have Dead Space Remake. If you have or haven't played the original, you will thoroughly enjoy this game, if you like horror games. A lot of jump scares, a lot of amazing weapons, and you're on the edge of your seat. And the action. the year 2508 and you're on board the Ishimura, an elite spaceship. In this dystopian world, humanity have exhausted Earth's resources, creating ships like the Ishimura to travel to other planets. You will receive a distress call from the USG Ishimura. Isaac Clarke and a few of his colleagues are sent aboard to investigate, and you investigate and are attacked by monsters known as necromorphs. You are separated from your allies and you need to sort this shit out. There are secrets about this place you have gone to, and you find out throughout the game what the hell has happened and what was the current crew doing here. I found this quite hard and nerve-wracking, but man do I love horror games. I say about most games because I do want to play them again, but I just don't have enough time. Damn it. Number 11, we have Mortal Kombat 1. For me, who doesn't really play fighting games, this one I really enjoyed. But when I booted it up on stream, man, I didn't put a foot wrong. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Hey, okay, it took a bit of time to get used to the controls and buttons, but we kind of got there in the end. How do we change, yeah, you know what? I'm still going to get battered. Now, a lot of people online are saying how much they didn't like the story, but I really enjoyed it. And this is a soft reboot, so it probably will entice a lot of new players like myself. After Liu Kang wins over control of the Hourglass, Liu Kang is the keeper of time, creating a new era. There are a lot of realms and tensions start to brew between these realms. He soon realizes that the realms are not safe, and not just that, this current reality is in massive danger. He goes on a recruiting spree to find Earthrealm's contestants to compete in the latest tournament. The story is a fun one to watch with these amazing cutscenes. It really breaks up the gameplay as well when you're just listening to the story and then all of a sudden you're in the action. And as soon as you're in the action, it's just so much fun playing with all these different characters, learning their different special moves. It was such a fun story to play with. I understand why a lot of people didn't like the story because it's about different realms and time. And if you know Avengers and Marvel, obviously, what they've become, or what's happened to them. Obviously, Avengers Endgame is all about different time and going back in time. Yeah, listen, the story's good, but it's not amazing. It's just, oh, another generic with different dimensions and stuff like that. When I completed the story, there's a lot of stuff to do. Invasions is an RPG style board featuring challenges, quests that you can do in order to get rewards and other content. You can choose which character to play as and also your cameo character, and you can change these at any point. Every so often, they will update this with different bosses, rewards, and I've played a small amount of this, and this is so much fun. Another game you can just get back to, and the story's about 5 to 8 hours, I would say. But then Invasions is really, really freaking fun. Straight over to the top 10 with Resident Evil 4 Remake. You play as Leon, and your goal is to find the president's daughter, Ashley. And this is like a John Wick style game. There is a lot of action in this game. You will be tempted to do multiple playthroughs of this so that you can upgrade your weapons and bolster them to the max. And you will need to play this more than one in order to get enough damn credit to upgrade these weapons. Or you could just buy currency online and that will make it a lot easier to upgrade your weapons. But they did bring those microtransactions a few weeks after the game was released. Listen, it doesn't affect the game. It's just when I finished the first playthrough, I had nowhere near upgraded my weapons. Also a DLC that just dropped with separate ways where you play as Ada Wong. And what I love about this is that it's from her point of view, so you will meet Leon throughout the game and you will even hear him as you're going through the game where he's fighting the enemies at a different point. You can grapple like Batman, and this is still on my backlog. Yeah, separate ways will have to wait. Now, number 9, a lot of you may say, why is Assassin's Creed Mirage on this list? It's because I've played about 10 hours of the game, and my next video after this will be the review of this game. So far, I am really enjoying this freaking game. Oh my gosh, this game goes back to its roots, and it's for the fans, man. If you're a fan of the older games, trust me, you will love this one. All I wanted from this game was to feel like an assassin again, focus more on stealth, and infiltrate areas, and loot stuff, and collectibles, and just do missions and just feel like an assassin. And this is what this game does very well. And the fact that it is in one city, Baghdad, what a beautiful city. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid combat as much as possible. Damn, I'm really good at this game. Character models look great. The story is interesting for all you hardcore Assassin's Creed fans. It's not an enticing story, but it's a great game for ones who love the original. Now in number 8, we have Final Fantasy 16. And I have no idea why Square Enix keeps telling us that it is a failure. It's not a failure. No, it sold well. I do believe as of June, it sold 3 million copies. And for a game to only be on PS5 and it is a timed exclusive, 3 million copies is good, but this is an amazing single player story experience. I urge any of you who think that the combat may not seem appealing to give this a go. The story is incredible and it is set in the world of Valisthea, and the world is divided up into 6 nations and they each hold power through access to their mother crystals and dominance. Dominants are humans that act as hosts for each nation's icon. These beasts are so big and that is why the nations are at constant war. The world is also dying, something known as the Blight that is killing the land and leaving the people starving and having to find shelter and food elsewhere. You play as Clive and your brother is killed and you seek out revenge, and even though years have gone by, you still feel guilty about this, and that's the only thing on your mind is getting revenge. I did start a new game plus, but I did stop again. There's just so many games coming out this year. I hopefully after Spider-Man, I know we got like Avatar Frontiers or Far Cry coming out. I just want a break so we can just play these games. Come on, let's just slow down. Number 7, of course, we have the one and only Hogwarts Legacy, and maybe you're looking for one of the best RPG games with the world of Harry Potter. You play as a wizard or witch and you discover ancient magic, and even before you have started Hogwarts as a 5th year, you realize you are connected with this magic. And all I will say is that there is so much to do in this game. Explore this massive castle of Hogwarts with so many side quests, collectibles, mysteries, the Forbidden Forest, Hogsmeade. You can fly around endlessly on your broom, and it's just, this game delivered. You can almost say that there's so much to do in this game and it can get a bit overwhelming. This will keep you occupied for so long. I never would have thought the combat with all of your different spells you will learn. I was always concerned about that. Would it flow well? But it did. You can choose where you assign your spells to which button, and you get 3 wheels to choose from so you can circulate through them. I had my attacks on 2 wheels and then more of my exploration spells on another. And I'm telling you, you're going to be using a lot of Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Game of the year, possibly. I know that a lot of the hype has gone down, but that's still up there for game of the year. Before we jump onto the top 6, we need a coffee. Those flavor drops make this coffee so nice. This coffee is like no calories. I just want to let you know a little secret of mine. My goal is to be a full-time content creator. I've currently got 2 YouTube channels. Yes, I love gaming Newtro Live. You might want to follow that. But I've also got my Discipline YouTube channel, which I haven't promoted at all because that's going to come. A massive thank you because you guys are really helping out. All the likes, all the comments, everyone that joins the live streams, all the people that donate. It really means a lot and it helps out the channel, man. It helps it grow, not like my hair. If you do want to support the channel, because everything gets reinvested back in the business, I'm over at Buy Me a Coffee, where you could buy me a coffee if you want. One day we could have a coffee if you did see me in the street. Or if you want, you can actually join the memberships where you get some custom emotes and loyalty badges, and I will prioritize replying to your comment. And there's also another way to support the channel. If you want, you can also buy some merchandise, and we're currently making some really cool merch for the Christmas period because that's coming up.
Stop it, it's too early to say that.
All right, God, gee, all right, it's October, you know, but anyways, I just want to say a massive thank you and back to the video. Now, at number 6, I know my last video was about Cyberpunk 2077. Yep, it is number 6 on this list. 3 years later, and they have finally delivered the game that we are all enjoying. And with that DLC Phantom Liberty, this is one of the best games I have played this year. That 2.0 update has made some incredible changes, police system, upgrade system, and the graphics look even better. And they still have some really cool glitches.
Royce versus Brick. Hostile takeover.
That sums it up. Dex wants us talking to Roy.
Even with some of the glitches, this is one of the best first-person RPG games out there. And I'm so glad that they are doing a sequel because that ending of Phantom Liberty... Hey, I wasn't in tears, alright? Hey, Hey, there's nothing wrong with being a man and feeling your feelings.
You're a worm. You're not even a man or a woman. You're just a worm.
Damn. You play as V, male or female, and you can choose your backstory at the start of the game. Street Kid, Nomad, or Corpse. And it is a backstory for your character, and throughout the game you will refer to your past from time to time. Your job is to make it in Night City and make it to the top with your buddy Jackie Wells. You take on this huge mission at the start of the game, and damn do you get yourself caught in it. Oh my gosh! Oh my! Shit goes down for the worst, something happens, and this mysterious chip you banked on to steal, you have to insert it in you to save it, but it ends up slowly killing you. And this is where the one and only Johnny Silverhand comes in.
Made the right call not taking that fascist-ass oath.
The different weapons, the side missions, stealing cars for money, stopping criminals, investigating crimes from the police. I never did any of these when I played it the first time, just because there was quite a few bugs. I just want to get through the story. This just feels like a cyberpunk world of GTA. Listen, not as well as GTA, don't get me wrong, but it feels like that. Okay, on to the top 5. Spider-Man Remastered. We played this on live stream, and it is still up there as one of my favorite games from Insomniac. And of course with the hype of Spider-Man 2, there's no doubt that that game would be on this list. And I do not mind the new Spider-Man look in terms of the face model. It took me a long time to get used to it. Don't get me wrong, I was just attached to the original model, but I'm used to it now. I've got over it. I know there's a lot of people who say they prefer it, but it is what it is. So this takes place 8 years into his career. You become an experienced Spider-Man, but you struggle to find the balance between personal life and being Spider-Man. You lock up Kingpin and realize there is another gang member known as the Inner Demons who are seizing all of Kingpin's assets. There is something called Devil's Breath, which at the time you're not exactly sure, but you know it can be turned into a mass virus for New York City. Kind of like what we had in 2020, and they tried to control us. There are so many sub-stories in the game, different villains, allies, and this is one of the best games on PlayStation. And of course you need to play Miles Morales as well, and we're nearly finished it. We need to play this game on stream ASAP so we can finish it, but damn, Miles Morales shows up in the first game as well, and actually shows throughout the DLCs how he got his powers, and it just sets up Miles Morales. You need to play all of the main game, the DLC, and then Miles Morales. But you have to play it soon because the real Spider-Man, you never know. I'm still banking on him showing up in my house. And he's arrived. He's here.
Oh, damn it. It's ripped.
Peter Pavlu again. Man, what the hell has happened to your suit? What have you eaten?
I enjoyed my summer, you know? It's good food.
Man, you need a new suit before the new game comes, man.
Help me fix this.
Alright, let me help you. Number 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And this got a massive update recently, and I've heard that from this update it has fixed majority of the game. Now if you've never played the first one, Star Wars Fallen Order, this is an amazing game and an amazing story. It's crazy that Disney can mess up their franchises with awful shows, films, and they're just terrible. They've ruined the Star Wars IP. Why don't you just get the same creators of the games? Because those stories, they know about character development. Why don't you hire those people? Because you obviously don't know what you're doing in the films and series. Fallen Order is an original story about Cal Kestis, a surviving Jedi. 5 years after the event of Episode 3, Revenger of the Sith, you become a target from the Galactic Empire and you are haunted throughout the first game. Your goal is to find your way, learn how to become a Jedi, and help rebuild the Order. What a sequel with Jedi Survivor, and it takes place 5 years after the first game. And in this game, it's just everything is better. Being able to fully customize Cal with his looks, clothing, his trusty BD-1, lightsabers, and the damn open world feel to this game is unbelievable. The environments you visit are breathtaking. I love the combat in this game. You have the choice of different stances, dual wielding, having a gun. There is a lot of replayability with this game with collectibles and upgrading. And did I do a new game plus? I can't remember. On to the top 3, and I know you're going to be shocked with some of these games. Days Gone. I would never think I would love a game like this, and I know an open world zombie game in a post-apocalyptic world, the story is much better than you think. Yes, it's not as deep as like The Last of Us, but when I say it is a good story, the open world feel to this game, they nailed it. You play as Deacon St. John, and he is a great character, a cool biker guy who loses his wife early on in the game. She gets stabbed and you send her off in a chopper, but you stay to fight with your best friend Boozer. 2 years goes by and you find a lead on the chopper and the government that transported your wife, so you do some digging and the game just opens up. Like the feeling you get when riding your bike and you can fully upgrade your bike and upgrade your weapons. The gunplay is so damn smooth. Man, those headshots into those little children zombies. You meet some incredible characters, memorable characters, and there's just some that I can't stand, and they were just, oh god, I was just like, seriously, how the hell did you survive?
Mike, we do not have enough for those that pull their own weight, let alone a goddamn cripple.
When you do upgrade your bike, you can make it more durable, more efficient on fuel, and also improve your weapons. When you get to those damn hordes, oh my god, I don't remember being this nervous because I've never seen so many zombies come at me. And I was like, how the hell am I going to do this? But you get better and better at doing this. The first time I did it and I was like, I've just killed all of these damn hordes. Like, how did I do that? Okay, some of you are going to be really surprised and you're probably going to be like, how the hell the top two? One of them was on PS3 and the other is a PS4. Listen, I know I said PS5 game. I'm playing it on PS5, so that's my excuse. After I played Cyberpunk, I had the sudden urge to play Grand Theft Auto 5.
What the what?
And I forgot how freaking good this game is. And I know there's a lot of you, even myself, was sick of this game. And I haven't played it in years, but I put it on and I've forgotten how good the game is. This game lives up to the day and now I know why Rockstar are just making so much money. It's better than most modern games. By the time you know, I was playing it for like 2 hours redoing the story. I'm not playing GTA Online, I don't do that. And Rockstar are an absolute joke when it comes to making games. And it's crazy that this game in 2023 is in my top 15 played this year. And this was on PS3. Now, if I wasn't playing Mirage and then waiting for Spider-Man, I would just be playing GTA. Cyberpunk made me want to go back to GTA 5. It's set in the fictional state of San Andreas, based in Southern California, and you follow the three protagonists, Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, who is a nutter. You follow these three in separate stories, but they also come together. I was spending so much time at the gun range. Trust me, I'm going to do a video about this eventually. And in number one, you know it. And I know it's a PS4 game, screw me with the title, I know. Red Dead Redemption 2. I know I still haven't completed this game, I want to take my absolute time on. And Rockstar just continue to dominate with games like this. The detail and polishness of the game is unreal. Playing as Arthur Morgan, you and your crew are set to flee Blackwater because you are being hunted after a robbery goes wrong. And now you have federal agents and bounty hunters looking for you. You set up camp and move across America to survive. It starts off slow, but it sets the story and you learn the controls, you learn how to hunt, you meet some amazing characters and find ways to make money. There is so much to do outside of the story, hours and hours. Going fishing, going drinking, hunt for animals and supplies, help NPCs and characters, and kill the hell out of some NPCs. I know you may say to me that it's a PS4 game and a PS3 game, but shoot me.
Come on, boy.
Now, there are a few games that I haven't mentioned in case this video you see it later on. Alan Wake 2, I do plan to play that eventually, not sure when, maybe on Halloween. We've got Avatar Frontiers of Far Cry. Hopefully that game is developed into something new instead of just it feels like a Far Cry game, but we'll have to see. What do you think about my top 15 games that I've played this year? What is your top 10 favorite PlayStation games that you have played this year? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know. Let's take a look at the comment of the day from my previous video. Cyberpunk 2077 is an amazing game. Shout out to Libes. People really need to give Cyberpunk a chance, and it is a beautiful game with a great story, and it's pretty much fixed now. I'll be buying the DLC for sure now that I know Newtro approves. And honestly, when I say check out my previous video, because Cyberpunk is a game that you may not think, oh, I'm gonna bother trying, but you will really like this game, especially if you like first-person shooters. Oh, this makes me want to play Call of Duty. Maybe this will turn my head. And now that we finished this video, I need to start planning my Assassin's Creed Mirage one, and I did not buy the collector's edition.
Funny, Anton, I've seen your bank statements.
I forgot we live together. It is a fun first-person shooter. It is a fun... This is a fun, bloody... Bahamut. So if you are not sure what games to play, if you've just bought a PS5, or maybe you're just sitting there still so much way. So if you're not sure what PS5's... So if you're not sure what games to play on your PS5... because you will become friends, because you will like with each with unique and you're aboard the Ishimura and you're on board the Ishimura. Man, it's like I was just so good. It's just like it was, but it's really much appreciated. Or if you want, you can actually. Hello. Am I gonna get up here, bro? Guys, before we start the video, I just want to say, do not mention anything in the comments about buying the Assassin's Creed Mirage Collector's Edition. Why am I not wearing the top?